So I'm gonna start. Oh, it's your end. Okay. Let me fix that real quick then. Okay. It's probably good before. Okay. Oh, whatever. I'll just keep going. Okay. So when I start this fight, I'll show you where exactly I stand when I go. But this is probably not better than, let's say, like Bowie's technique. But see, I stop right. There's like a feel the grass. You can see like the tiles there. There's like grass tiles, and they have like two little 3 dots inside of them. Where I'm standing right now is where I start, and then from there I just go up a tile and a half. So I'd be right here, and then I would go straight right. So I'll show you. I'm good, man. I'm glad you're doing okay. So it's like left tile and a half, up a tile and a half, and from there I press right and attack, like so, to kind of inch my way and hit him as he's moving to the right. So I'll just see if I can get him right here. See how that I'm moving about a half tile to the right every time. Oh, thank you. So I'll do it again. Doesn't matter if you really get hit at this point. You just gotta stand right here once you get all the way to the right, and then go back up and attack him. Attack his exploding bits because the damage carries over. You just don't want to be hit. If you have the animation of getting hit, your main character looks like he's like on the ground, kind of. You don't want to continue because you'll get stuck at this next point coming up here. For going through the text in this game, you can hold down any button. You don't have to mash. Mashing is actually detrimental. Just hold down the button until you get used to the end of the text lines, and just press any button to confirm the text afterwards. So this is kind of a bad spawns here, so I'm just gonna move carefully. They won't talk if you do not press any direction. They won't talk to you even if they walk into you. So you have to kind of like stand still if they're right in your face. So same strategy for this guy, except I only have to probably do 5 or 6 hits. 2, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. Oh, okay, that was 7. Must not hit him enough at the end. Here, just walking. So, we'll get to the grinding part soon. Yo, Panda, no problem, dude. How's it going? Hey, Richter, how you doing? So when I go through text, I honestly hold down left, and then I press A to confirm and back on left again, just in case, like, give myself some buffer. So I'm holding it down and then let go, AA, left again. So that's good, dude. Glad to hear. So from here on now, I need to get 140 G, and you want to focus on the devils or the goblins here. Mostly. This first room, I just destroy everything. Just get all the guys here. You're not going to go back to this room. And remember, you want to leave one enemy remaining in the room. So if you go back to the room, you don't want... You want them... I mean, you do want them to respawn. So let's do that. Remember, focus on goblins, because you have 3. This is a good room. Got 2 goblins. You want to try to get rooms with as many goblins as you can. You can reset the room by just leaving and entering back in. So this is like not that great, but at least I got a goblin there. Don't worry about picking up any items. You won't need them for this run. At this point, anyway. So I'm gonna just get that mush spoon there. Level up. If you're starting out this game here, you want to do power until level 7. and then stamina for a rest, it'll be very easy for you to cope with the damage later on. It's still going to be difficult in Julia's fight, but it's not going to be as bad as if you were going to get straight power up to level 12 and then attack him at 17. If you haven't seen it, I would definitely check out the route I did at SGDQ, because I did a very safe route. I leveled up to level 23, and if you're starting out, I'd recommend leveling up, grinding up to level 24, which we'll get to later. But for right now, I'm just going to be going back and forth between the rooms, leaving one guy, and I'm going to just get as many goblins as I can. So yeah, that was a kind of I'm far away from those guys, so I'm just going to reset the same room, or this one room. I can just get everyone here. There we go, 140, so I'm going to go back up here to Topple. At Topple, we want to do a glitched helm technique here. We're going to glitch this helm, we're going to buy at the store. By the way, you can hit those NPCs if they're in your way. So I'm just going to buy it, leave the salesman there, go to equip, select it, don't equip it yet, move it to the right, that one slot, make sure it's that one slot. Exit out, and what you want to do is press select, save, and then whatever slot. So what you have to do is, after you save, you want to do a soft reset, which you can do by pressing select start A and B. Brings back to the main menu. You just continue the same game you just went into. When you're back in, go back to your menu, go to equip, and equip that iron helmet. You will get a lot of defense points, more than you should. It's just a glitch with it's a programming error. At this point, you're gonna want to go to the item shop and buy some keys, so you don't have to grind them. Before you can buy any, I mean, obviously I have no GP, so I'm gonna sell my old helmet and then get the keys. You only need one pair. We're gonna continue on to find the girl, so which we'll just need to go right one and now down. Before you can save her, you gotta destroy these mush booms here. Do power again. Okay. Again, we just do tap on Hasim here after the mushroom is destroyed, like the animation's done and everything. From here on out, we're gonna go find Bogard. Oh, nice. Oh, that was weird. Okay. On the way, you don't really need to kill anything. It's not a big deal. But we're just gonna go up this way to get to Bogard. And we're gonna get the medic. I guess I'll introduce a technique here. Where you just hit a guy and then go through them as their iframes are still counting. So there you go. See, I hit him, but it would be better if I did a stab instead of a slash. When you stab someone, you have to press the directional button and then press the attack button, and you'll do a stab every time. Slash is if you're just standing still. So you could talk to him for a while, just keep running into him and talking. A respawn attacks. You just gotta get used to the timing of the confirms here. Remember, you just hold down a button to scroll the text, and then press any button to skip to the next line of text. Or box of text, rather. So let me back. We got our Madoc. We couldn't actually buy that in town, so that's why we had to get it from Bogard there. Ooh, okay. Yeah, see, I was able to stab and then walk right through him. Oh. Nice, dude. Okay, I'm gonna need to equip the Madoc, and be careful not to press it more than once. Every time you just press the button, it will expend one. So to be safe, I would honestly, actually, what I can do here to make it safer. I guess you could just equip the key. You can't use the keys, but you can use the Madoc wherever you want. So it can be pretty dangerous for the run. Sometimes if you use too many, you'll have to grind more later on. So we don't want to do that. Whenever you're getting hurt, if you feel like you're getting hurt too much, just go to the ask command and talk to the girl here. She will cast a regen on you. And at the same, if you don't want to go back to where you were, from a long time ago, at like Topple, I think it was when I last saved. Just save wherever. It doesn't really matter where you save. I'm just gonna continue to the right here and go down. I just try to stick to this left side. I don't know. It's always tighter right here, and I always seem to have a better luck that way than going down. It's up to you, though. You can go down and left, but I just go left and down. So I should have been saving that wheel meter in the bottom. If you save the wheel meter, it'll make one part easier that's coming up. But I'll show that to you once it happens. A good way to not lose runs, I mean, like, to be safe with the amount of Madoc you have, is save before each use, because guys can hit you out of using it. Like, if you use it and you get hit, you get bounced back. Sometimes it just doesn't work correctly, so. So for right now, I'm not going to attack unless have that wheel meter build up on the bottom there, because I want to use a lunge attack on the lizard men that are coming up soon. Unfortunately, this could happen, and these guys could be blocking the bridge for you. You can wait. You don't have to do this technique, but it can help. No, that's a bad. So you can just scroll back left, go back right to reset the room. You'll be using that much later in the run. So, let me get through this point. And I'm going to wait for this to fill up, actually. I attacked too much coming to the cat's place, so. Okay. So there's about 2 guys down there. I don't know if I can get them. See, this is not a good setup for what I wanted to do. But that's okay. I'm just going to use it on this guy. So, typically I would have to hit him like 4 times, but with that lunge and that one attack, I only have to hit him. Oh no, it's 3 times. Okay. So 3 times normal hits, and then 2 if it's the lunge. So I'm going to do more power here. You don't really need these guys drop cure, you don't need them. You do need that bronze key. That's why you need to destroy all those lizard men. The bronze key allows you to go through the marsh cave here. But to do that, you need to equip it first. So I'm going to equip it here and then enter in. I would save right now if you're new to running this, just because the poison can be very, very harmful. And also equip cure and then save. Then enter in this room. Okay, you want to kill those flying guys, because they will drop more Madoc. You need 1 more Madoc in this run. By the way, you can't go on stairwells or you can't use buttons either if you're damaged and you're blinking. You have to wait until you're done being yeah, you're done blinking, like damage blinking, whatever you want to call it. Here, I need to equip the medic and use it on this wall here. Got the sickle back. To be safe with the medic, you don't have to do this. If you're more used to the menu or pressing your buttons, then you don't have to switch to cure if you don't want. But I'm going to for the sake of like newer learners. Can equip the sickle, and the sickle you just attack either left or right here. It doesn't really matter. You just want to get rid of the ivy, you know, and just go up, back up here. So if you have bad luck with the magic drops, you just need to grind. I would recommend the end of the dungeon where you have to use a key on a door. Oh, I'll show you what the location once it comes up. So here's attack level 5, or power. Yeah, take power for level 5. But now we're gonna go down here. Oh, I got poison. So poison will ignore defense. So I need to probably take care of that in a second here. Actually. Okay, well I did anyway. I forgot I had cure equipped. Normally I don't. So I'm just gonna continue. So skeletons will drop keys, which I don't need unless I'm doing like a PB, like a low, you know, time, or like a world record attempt. But for right now, we don't need to do that. The only thing we need to do is kill those like fish guys, those like flying guys for drop. So I haven't gotten one yet. It's not that not bad at this point. There's more on the way. Break that there. Oh. Oh, there's one. Okay, well I got one. This is good. I don't need to get any more. I don't have to worry about killing anyone else, really. But before Hydra, I want to be like, at least like level 6 or 7, just to kill him faster. Hydra is the first major boss we actually have to fight. So I'll show you that in a second. No, you're good, man. It's fine. So this is a room where those flying guys are, and there's a second room where there would be. So this is the perfect room to do everything. So I'll just save here just for reference. I think I can. Oh yeah. So if you need to farm more medic, this is the point you need to. It's necessary to do it. So I'm gonna reset. Since I just saved here, there'll be some here, and there'll be some right there. So I do is go back and forth. I kill that guy here. Go into this room, kill that guy. Remember to leave one guy left over. You don't want to destroy everyone in the room or else you have to save and reset again to reset the room. So, oh wow, I'm getting so lucky with these drops now. Yeah, just go back and forth. And yeah, for these guys you just can skip right past them. But for this door you need to equip the key. So I slid on that button. You have to go from that one ice tile on the top and go to the right. It could be annoying. These bubbles could be jumping into you. Make sure you're not damaged. You cannot activate the button if you're damaged. So if I was blinking right now, I'll wait till it's over and then go left and press it here, and then go back down and use the medic on this boulder here. Press that button and then go down the stairs. Oh hey Dunkles, or Dunklas. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you. So what I'm going to equip Cure here, save, I think I just did that, because this is where the Hydra fight is. And going into the Hydra fight, I need to actually just let him go out as far as he can, and then I just need to time your sickle attacks so you don't get damaged, but you know, that's pretty hard to do. Yeah, that's the pattern you want. We want him to come all the way out. But once he gets near you, you just wanna. You have to get used to the sickle attack. It's nothing like I can really explain too much. You just have to get used to doing that. See, that was. I just honestly mashed there to end time the sickle attacks to hit him multiple times while he was like inside of me. So I guess I'll save here. I mean, you should probably save there, just so to make it easier on yourself. So we're not going to use fire. Fire is useless for this category here. But what I need to do is go back to Ket's place. And since I got a mirror, I need to show the one butler the mirror, because he's actually a werewolf. So we'll uncover that. Just go to the menu, double click the mirror, and what I want to do, I want to position myself right here, or wait one sec, right there, and go up. You want to be a half tile like away from, so this is like against the wall right now. You want to be like right here. When you walk up to him, you don't press any, you don't move at all, you just attack. So we'll go through this text a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna press attack, attack. Oh, he hit me there, but that's not a big deal, see? Pretty easy. Go after the owls in this dungeon, because they drop a crystal, and crystal will increase that meter on the bottom there. And that'd be it's very helpful for Julius. Okay. Yeah, you can't hurt the bubbles, so you have to just walk through them. Hopefully you don't get hit. And if you do, you can try to damage boost, which just requires some practice to do. So I'll go after this owl. He didn't drop anything, that's okay. Ignore the pumpkins. They drop pillows, which is just the sleep spell. But that's not really worth it. It just clutters up your menu if you're doing actual attempts. Gonna equip that Madoc here and break this wall. Skip those guys. Get that owl. Okay. So what level am I now? Level 6. Okay, for anyone who's new to the game, I'd recommend ending your power right here and going straight stamina for the rest of the game. Also, another thing, you can push these zombies unless they're walking at you. It's kind of weird. But that one's going fast now, it's weird. See, I can push him. Sometimes you'll need to push him to get out of your way, so get that owl. He didn't drop anything, that's okay. Oh. Yeah, don't worry about dark, it doesn't do anything, just makes everything dark. No need to worry about that. Just continue on. This is an interesting room. I have to break these jars and press that button in the middle to create a stairwell. So I'm going to just break those jars, destroy these skeletons, press that button. The bubble might... Okay, so you want to make sure you get on the stairs before the bubble does, because it'll just hang out on there. I'm going to equip Cure. At the start, I wouldn't recommend damage boosting through these spikes, but if you are... if you want to just cut some more time, I would just go right through them. See, it did 7 damage, or it did a lot of damage to me. So it's proportional to the amount of levels you have. In this room, I would leave one of the pumpkins alive. Be sure to kill the owl, because when on your way back down, you want to have the owl to respawn. So let's go grab this chain here. Chain is very, very helpful. I'm gonna equip that. Go across there, and you're gonna press this button. There you go. See now, so yeah, the owl actually came back and he dropped a crystal. So perfect. I'm gonna cure right here actually, so I can prepare myself, because I damage boosted earlier. You don't have to do that, you can go around. So I'm gonna do, if you're more comfortable with the run, you can damage boost into the stairwell. Or you can just go around it, it really doesn't matter. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna damage boost and then cancel my cure spell walking onto the stairwell. It's kind of an odd timing, you have to get used to it. I guess I'll show you again right here. So I'm going to just walk straight up, and as soon as I'm on it, I'm going to cast Cure. Because see how when you press... Well, you can't really see me, but if I press up on it, it's a little bit of a delay on the walking. So when I press... Shortly after I press up, I'm going to press Cure. Wow, I was actually kind of short there. I'll show you. Well, let's try it again. This will take some time to get used to. So I'll start right here actually. Oh, oops. It's the same thing. There we go. See? here is just intuition. Just chain across that little gap there. You should be okay. And there's... You don't have to worry about that guy unless they're up here. We need to break down this wall using medic. Make sure there's no guys around you to knock you out of it. Same with this room. Be careful with the mice. The mice are very... I've lost runs to using medic too much and the mice hitting me. So I've made sure I was away from the mouse before I actually used the medic on those pots. Here's a little fun trick. It's kind of make you feel kind of cool, I guess. What I do is I push that up to right there. And you don't have to push it onto the button at that point. You just push up and then go right here. Press left and attack. And it'll push that chest on that button. So you don't have to do it yourself. It's pretty cool. Equip the medic here. And break this pot. And if there was like a bubble or something on the anything you want to break, or if it's too dangerous, you could always save and reset the room. Or just walk in and back out. So if it's like, oh, I want more guys here or something, I just go left and right again, and resets the or where they spawn and how many spawn in the room. So I equip the keys here, and this coffin here always has a girl in it. None of them, these ones don't have anything else in them. So I'm just gonna continue. Remember, on your way back, you want to, or on your way to the coffins, you want to only kill the owl there, and make sure you have one guy left over. So when you go back, you can kill another owl to try to get more crystals. So now this part's just kind of, you know, we just got backtrack now. So you can rack up on some experience here. Again, I tried to make sure I was safe. I can push this zombie away, just like so. Get that guy out of the way in case he's, you know, being annoying. That's too bad, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, it'll be up. I'll highlight it as soon as I'm done. Okay. So yeah, I'm doing the exact same path as I did before. Okay. Yo, Fizzle. I'm trying, man. Okay, so I'm gonna just avoid the... You can't hurt the zombies with the whip. You can only use fire, but that's a waste of magic. If you're like a beginner runner to this game, you want to keep as much magic as you want for cure. Well, that's okay. It doesn't really matter if you get the chest. If they're in your way, you can attack them to destroy them. Just like how you did with the Hydra fight. Yeah, sometimes you'll just get unlucky. The mice is probably gonna jump across and be a jerk. Yep, I knew it. So from here on then, I'll just follow the strats I did for the marathon to make it really easy on yourself. So at this point, I'm gonna just do stamina for the rest of the game. Dude, look, you're not modded on my stream. Okay, at this point I would save after killing that last owl there. Make sure you have cure equipped. Actually, yeah, make sure cure equipped and then save. And then when you go in the fight, you want to get at least 3 or 4 hits on each cycle he has. So at this point, I'm going to hit him like 3 or 4 times. And you can destroy those bats he shoots out if you just attack straight up. Yeah, just stay in the bottom here. Only reason I went up a little bit was just because I was positioning myself to attack upwards at Lee. Like, I'll try that. I'll do that again. I'll see if we can, I don't know, maybe just watch the fight again just to make sure. I'll see if I can kill this owl for anything. Okay. That's worth a try. Okay. So I'm gonna go right in the middle here to start off, just so when I attack, I can destroy those bats. That was a bad position. See, I was hitting this wing there, and it wasn't doing any damage. You can only go in the 4 spots. He will never come down towards you. That's what makes the fight pretty easy. If you're afraid of attacking the bats, I'll just show you what it's like to attack without actually hitting the bats. Maybe. See if I can avoid them. I did originally, so just like there, I move out of the way as I'm going, and then I attack and hit him 3 times. 3, move as soon as he shoots him out. Like that. See, I avoided all of his bats there. As soon as he lifts up his cape and shoots him out, you just move away from your spot. So you want to direct the shots in a different location from where you're going to go. This is a really easy warp that you're going to do here. I'm actually just equip the sickle, and I'm also going to equip Slep just to prepare myself for the next area. I'm going to save just to save after destroying a boss, I guess. Get those guys out of the way. So you can destroy this ivy anywhere you want, like on the bottom here. These bottom 2 anyway. So I destroyed those 2. Doesn't really matter where I am right here. Just try to go as far up as you can against these 3 ivy on top. Just go to the right here. And now you can see I'm lodged in this area here. So from this position, you either press up and attack. See, I destroyed that ivy. And all you do is press left. There's really not much to it. It's very simple. You can honestly just try it yourself. He'll do it fairly quickly. But at this point, I'd equip the chain and save. Now we need to grind the walruses. They drop a consumable item called Blizzard, which we can use twice for each time we get one. This room is kind of bad for fighting them, so I'm going to actually avoid this area. Actually, it's probably good right here. Try to stay as far away as possible while using the whip, so if they were to break out of sleep, they won't come at you. Because sometimes between their iframes, if you hit them, you can hit the back, it'll hit the back of the whip, and that's not good because they'll just come right towards you. Yo, Barkenbin, what's up? So I'll try to this is a good room. Just keep in mind, you want your will meter to be as full as possible before casting it. Whoops, I don't want power, I want stamina. I would do, honestly, about half a meter full worth of a will meter before casting sleep. So, I don't know where that weather... Okay, that one is right. I'll just cast it right now. So I'm distancing myself while still attacking, just to be sure. Because these guys will kill you in 1 hit. You just gotta keep killing them, and I would save after each kill, just because you get level up pretty quickly at this point, because you're far into the game. Go let it charge up there. Oh, well, he jumped away. I'm gonna reset the room. It's pretty bad positioning. There's also another room you can go to. I can show you once I'm not being afraid of these snowmen. There's another good room for walruses. Just cast that there, distance myself. You need to time these hits. Don't mash it, because it won't attack as fast as you want it would, as you want it to. So, get more stamina. Since I had a full meter of will, the sleep will last a long time. Gotta reset the room. I'm getting kind of bad luck here. So I'm gonna walk around and let my meter refill. If you were to save and quit, your meter resets, so just be wary of that. So I'm gonna just do it now, because it's gonna be asleep for a long time. Distance yourself, don't be close, or else they'll come after, or they'll slide into you. Okay, well there's the drop. That's good. Grab stamina. Get that blizzard, and save immediately after getting blizzard. It's very important that you save after getting blizzard, because if you die, it's more grinding you have to do. So I want to get up to the right there, but those guys are in the way. There we go. I'm going to equip the sword just to be for the next skip here. Gotta save in this room. You can save in any room you want, to be honest. It's all okay if you're just learning the game. And you really have to get used to this music, unfortunately. But for this room, these ice tiles in this game make you slide in a certain direction, like a conveyor belt, rather than actual ice tiles. So what I need to do is on this tile and make sure no guys on the left there. Because you see, it pushed me up and then left. So now I'm up here, and I want to be on the top one, because that bottom one will just push me down. The top one will push me straight right. And so this is a safety room. I just go in here if my will meter's not full and charge it up here. I usually save up here anyway. What I need to do is find a pattern with these guys that isn't so cluttered on top, because we want to do the sword warp. I'm going to do this a few times because it's a pretty difficult thing to learn at first. I'll show you what's a good pattern. We don't want any guys to be cluttered around those rocks in the middle, because we're going to be using this ice tile right here, right where I'm standing. I'll show you an example. I might get hurt by this guy, actually. I'm going to move. Yeah, he's being mean. This will work. He might teleport into me. Okay. So this is an odd thing to do. Try to explain it as well as possible. To do this trick, all you need to do is position yourself where I am right now, like a foot onto the ice tile there. And once I want to do the warp, I tap left, and then A about, let's say about like an eighth of a second after. So it's like almost simultaneously, but just offset the A button a little bit after. So it'd be like this, like, I don't know if you probably heard that, but let's see, it's like this, like bam bam. So I'll try it. Bam bam. Ah, it's quicker actually. So it's like bam bam. Like 1, 2 should be when you press it. If I had an input thing, it'd probably be better at this point, but see, I'm letting my will meter fill and go down here, try to get a good room. The eyeball is being mean, just chilling over there. So I need that whole horizontal line where those top 2 rocks are, from the left side of the wall to the right side of the wall, to be free of monsters, or else I'll die. So this is actually good right here. So what I need to do is press left A. Well, that was too quick actually, so I have to wait again. This is the problem with learning this technique. You're gonna have to do this a lot. You'll probably be stuck in this room for a while, but that's okay. After I do it, the boy will walk to the right. You don't have to press any other button after doing these 2 inputs. He'll walk to the right by himself. The only thing you have to do when he finally gets to the end of the wall, you have to press down and then right, because you don't want to be stuck in the wall when you transition to the next screen. So let's try this again. There we go. See, I didn't press any button up to that point. And now the boy is stuck in the wall, as you see. All you have to do here is just press down and then right, and then down right again. So I'm in the blank dungeon rooms. They don't actually have anything in them. Or you're not supposed to be here, but the game just generates these doors because it needs to. They're just programmed to do so. So I save after this point. You just go right up, right. So on this right here, I need to save before entering the room and try to get a better pattern so I can go up that stairwell up there. This should be okay. Yeah. Here we go. And here's the Snowman Warp here. Basically just skipping over a tile that warps us to a different location. So what I need to do here is equip Blizzard that we obtained earlier. Save. And do a soft reset. You want to try to get a room that has some pretty good spawns in it. If you don't like the amount of guys or whatnot, then you can always reset it. But this is actually good. If you always want to, you can use your second Blizzard on a guy that's next to you that you feel like is being threatening. You want to position a snowman right on a stairwell there and hold down for the rest of the time. That's all I'm doing is pressing down. So this guy might kill me there. Oh no, he moved out of the way. Okay. And you just want the girl to come down. There's no way to manipulate her or anything. She just kind of moves on her own. But holding down seemed to help me the most. And if she's walking on top of me, I can move a pixel forward every frame. You want to do this 8 times to be safe. So that's good. And you just attack at that point to break the snowman. And once you break the snowman, you just keep holding down, and you walk to this section. Now you're in the Mana Fortress. You go right there, and there's a warp tile. You can go back. See, I'll show you. Where's the warp tile? There it is. See, it's right. I'm stabbing the area where that warp tile is, up to the girl's mother. And this is where you get the Excalibur. I'll redo actually that last part just to make sure it's covered more. So I have Blizzard equipped. I'm gonna you can direct this ice spell or wherever you want to, so you can move it around. Just directional. I got really lucky there. I had 2 spawns, which is like perfect. I destroy one of them, and I use the other one to just push the snowman down. All I'm doing is holding down. I'm not pressing any other button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 8. Okay, so all I do here is attack. Just press down and attack if it's not breaking. And you will just continue on to this point. After getting Excalibur, I'm going to equip the sleep spell as well, because we'll be using that to destroy the mammoths in the next room. The mammoths give you the most experience in the game. So equip sleep and Excalibur. Continue on this warp tile right here to go back down, because we're actually going technically backwards. But right now there's these mammoths here. You want to have a room of 2. You have to be very careful. Make sure your sleep meters, or your will meter is full, or about halfway before you cast sleep. Remember, we're gonna continue getting stamina. So there's that one mammoth. I'm gonna reset the room because he's further away. Pressing up and down. I want 2. But if he's close enough, then it's okay. But that one's not good to go after. That one's not good to go after. That one is good. I'll just kill that guy. So after both rooms are empty, I'm just going to save and do a soft reset and continue on. So this is good. There's 2 of them and they're right next to me. Oops, no, not power. Stamina. You can attack those mammoths pretty quickly. I'll show you a faster way to attack them. See, it's like you can kind of attack them like this, right? Like bam, 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 bam. So go back up. I already killed those guys. So I'm gonna save and reset again. What we're looking for here is also the Aegis shield, which allows us to block stuff. It doesn't give us any more defense, but it allows us to block nukes that Julius will shoot. So, wow, I got 2 chests. Okay, Unicorn, Aegis. There you go, cool, perfect. What luck. Could equip that right away and save just because, in case I die from a mammoth later on. I guess one way to approach these mammoths is just use the stab that you have, and then later on you kind of figure out how to use the slashes to your advantage, the way I just did just now, like positioning yourself. I just tap one way and press at the same time. You can just press the direction and attack at the same time, you'll go that way. That's what you want to do. So I'm going to just cast sleep here. Let's just get that guy. Okay. Continue. Okay, this is good. If you don't want to do the stabbing one, just do the slashing one if you think you have enough time before they wake up. That all just depends on getting used to the amount of will meter you have and you just practicing. So that's a bad spawn. They spawn on that rock there, which is kind of stupid, but yeah. Let's see. Come on. Not getting friendly spawns. Look at that. It's like the marathon all over again. Or a shitty kill all over again. So I have a full meter of will. These guys will be asleep for a long time. So I'm gonna save, reset. This part takes a little bit of a while, so it's quite a grind, but not too bad or anything. Yeah, actually doing the slashes is probably better. So I honestly probably would just do that, just so you don't have to move any closer to the mammoths, because they will. Okay, see, I got really lucky there actually. I didn't die. Yeah, that's why I have to be careful. Try to distance. So right there, you heard it has a shield. Mammoths have invisible shield. It's not because you can't kill them, it's just because they're just holding it out in random directions as you swing. So if it's hitting me, if they're holding it down on the bottom there, I can stab through it. I have to get close enough. That's very dangerous. What you could do is do that, or try to walk around them and attack them from a different side. Okay. Remember, give yourself a lot of room before attacking these mammoths. You really don't want to be too close and like, oh, I haven't saved in a while, you know, and it'll make you lose time. It's all 18. For the sake of people learning the game, I would go up to level 24. Let's go to level 24. I know it's more grinding, but see, I was really close there. That was pretty dangerous. You just have to get used to the combat, and you'll get the hang of it. Yeah, I didn't even see your message before, Bargain. Honestly, if you're gonna be starting to run this game like any percent anyway, a good goal I think someone could have is sub 40, like I did in the marathon or SGDQ. I mean, that's definitely a solid time for sure. Because that basically you have to actually figure out the Julius's combat and stuff. The world record times are it's a pain to get to, because it's all about luck of the drops and luck of Julius, but at this point it's a little bit easier to work with. So let's go up there. Respawn, there's only 1, 2, okay. Sleep. Bam, bam, bam. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Save, reset. Okay, 2 here. Stamina. Yeah, you don't have to worry about your MP at all. Facing Julius, you just want to use the girl to cast regen on you. So as you're getting more and more used to the leveling and Julius fight in this game, if you want to lower your time past like a 40, you could lower the amount of times you level up. Because currently, I forget what I'm at. I think I'm over 17 or 18 on my record run. But in theory, the best level you should do is level 17 with attack power from level 12. Or up to level 12, and then for the rest, stamina. But I honestly kept shifting the leveling over time. So if you feel more comfortable, be like, okay, well, I was fine doing level 24, and I had no issues. I'll go to level 23. And from there, go to level 22, level 21, level 20. Maybe rearrange your power a little bit. Maybe you get a little bit more power. But don't exceed 12 power. It doesn't really matter at that point. The bonus you get from putting points into power at that point it's not worth it putting any more points past level 12. Thanks, Holden. Appreciate it. So my last level here, I'm going to be... So I got rid of that mammoth there. Should be 2 here. I'm going to go up. I'm just going to continue up towards Julius now. Okay. So look how much health I have now. I can get hit by a lot now. Level 24 will make it pretty darn easy. Well, for me anyway, but for a new learner, it's definitely, it'll make it easier for them too. I'll just get rid of all the mammoths on our way up there. Okay. I'll just get one more, just get level 24, just for the sake of people learning to run. Okay. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Stamina level 24. Okay, now we're ready. Ready to fight Julius. So, before fighting him, before going up here at all, like before going up the end of the stairs here, I'm going to equip the crystal. I'm going to save. Gonna make sure my life is at max. And I'm gonna make sure the will meter on the bottom is full. You want to be as prepared as possible for this fight. It's a very, very dangerous fight. At this point I saved, so I'm going to say this is the last tile you can be on, so I'm going to save right here and continue on. This fight's... there's a lot of dodging involved, and with the Aegis shield you can block the nukes that Julius shoots out. If you don't have it, then you would have to just dodge them, which is a pain, because it's very random. But the idea of this fight is that you want to do horizontal lunge attacks with a full will meter. Like you know how I use that lunge at the sword warp earlier. I want to use that on Julius just to attack him, just because of the amount of damage it does. So we'll see that in a second. The vertical ones are not, it's not a very good idea. You have less invincibility during that. You have a lot of time to recoup yourself after each hit with the horizontal strike, just considering the layout of this place. What I do is, before starting the fight, I pause so I can know what he's doing, because he can one-frame teleport on you immediately the fight starts. It's a pretty dumb fight, so I'm going to move out of the way. You can keep pause buffering, but I want to stay on the left side. Well, it doesn't really matter at this point, but I want to keep trying to do these horizontal strikes. I want to distance myself from all the clones. They don't share health, so I have to kill them all individually. I have that crystal equipped, so I'm going to just equip that, or use that to fill up my meter. Oh, I missed. Remember, every time you get hit, use the regen by asking the girl for help. Oh wow, I'm getting destroyed here. After about 4 ticks, I would just redo the ask command, just so you can have a longer regen. This is kind of a crappy setup. I have to keep avoiding. That's a good hit right there. This is dangerous. Okay, he moved away, so that's good. This is going to take a lot of practice. You're going to be practicing this fight a lot if you're doing attempts. So I'm going to avoid doing vertical ones, because it's pretty unsafe at this point. He moved out of the way. Perfect time to do those strikes horizontally. Again, this is a good setup here. He's not too close. Oh, he is pretty close now. So I'm going to get out of the way. Ask, because I got hit. Stay away from him. Remember, I can block those nukes, but it's better to avoid than to just sit there and try to block everything. I got rid of one, makes it a little bit easier, but still pain. Sit here and block these nukes for a while he's just kind of chilling over there. And from a distance. You want to finish this fight doing the lunge from the left to the right side, because the second phase of Julius will spawn on the right. You don't want to be on that side. So I'm gonna sit here and wait. Attack. Bam. Okay. So I did it from the left side. I'll be safe where I am. But as soon as I land from this lunge here, I'm gonna save. Like immediately. So every time you die, you'll start here. This phase of Julius is kind of interesting. The way he kind of does stuff. So he goes in a W shape. He will lunge on the left and right side straight down. He can also lunge diagonally from the left to right side. He does not lunge diagonally from the middle. he will only go straight down. So there's two safety spots you need to focus on. I'll show you once he... Luckily he only shoots one blast there. You can hit the blast with your sword, but it's better just to avoid it. If once you get more used to the combat, I would do like I just did there. I hit the lightning bolt out of the way. I'm gonna move all the way to the right here in case he does the lunge to the bottom right. So I'm gonna stand right here. This is a safe spot. Hit him once. Move left. Move. So he went straight down. Oh, there's that vertical one, or that angled one. See, that's why I went all the way to the left there. So this block right here, I'm gonna stay on. Go here. This block right here. All I do is I'm pressing up and attack. I'm not directing anything. See, there we go. Safe as can be. Remember, if he's always in that position, he can lunge down, so you don't want to be very careful. Yeah, if you go straight down, if you notice it right away, you can quickly go and attack him once or twice. It's not too big of a deal at this point. If you're like a lower skill level. So, but as you go on, you just do what I do. Go back and hit him once or twice, and then continue on. There we go. Hit him, go right, make sure. There you go. You can stand right here. If he doesn't lunge anywhere on the left side, he's like swooping in the, or doing a little W shape towards the middle. You can stand where I am and hit him once as he's doing the second W, or part of the W, to the top right. But at that point, you need to go left, because he can lunge, yeah, like that. Thank you, Julius, for helping with this tutorial. Okay, that was pretty... I'll redo the fight again, just so you can see. I'll do like a safer way of doing things, just so you know. I won't do any extra attacks. I'll only do solely the safety points. So I'll go left here. Hit him once. Go right. Okay. So this is like if you want to be really safe. And only attack when he's like lunging like that. This will take a while. Hit him once, go right. So you can go back to your safety spot. Just bam, bam, go left. Attack, attack. Go right. Hit him once, he was going straight down. Hit him once, go left. You want this. This is like, that's like most hits you can get is like that 3. It's really nice. So hit him once, go left. Attack him once, go left, take back. Okay, does an angled one, so I can hit him twice. Or 3 times there. Okay. Hit him once, go right. Hit him once, go left. 2, 3. Hit him once, go right. Hit him once, go left. Hit him on his way down. 3. Bam. See, it's I used to get the hang of it, but if you notice what I was doing, you'll catch on pretty quickly. In phase 3, he has designated spots. This is the same pattern every time. This is the least random spot in the game, thankfully. So, I will actually put a cheat sheet on the comments section, so you can know where to stand where he appears after each phase. At this point, you need to save. Save here, and I'm going to do a soft reset because the girl's in the way. There's a second one. She's not supposed to be there originally. So what I'm going to do just to be safe, even if I do have the shield and I can block everything, I'm going to just move out of the way, or position myself where he can shoot, and I'll move out of the way from his blast and then attack him. And just follow what I do. It's not the most optimal thing you can do at this point, but this is a pretty safe way. Just follow what I do. You can honestly take a picture of where... Yeah, this is actually a good idea. So take a picture of where I stand right before he shoots out anything. And I'll show you what that looks like as soon as I let go of, or if I get out of this menu. So I start left here, he shoots it, I go right, and back up and hit him. I get this time your hits like bam, 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 like that. I go straight down from there, spawns right there, wait, right, then move. Right here, boom, bam, 2, 3, 5. Go left, all the way up to the top here, shoots, right when he shoots, like lifts his hands up, you start moving. Go all the way to the right, go up, down, down, bam, bam, bam. That'll take some getting used to, like getting used to his like shots and everything, so. This is where he resets. So I just stand where I first stood in the beginning. Avoid the shots and then continue on with the same thing. It just cycles. There you go. And remember to stand right in the middle after killing him. It's very important because you see all the explosions that are happening. You always want to finish him by standing right at the bottom middle. So I'll show you again just to be sure. So this starts fight, and then go left a bit. He's going to shoot, I'm going to move right and attack up. Go straight down. Right where I'm standing, I'm right in the middle of where he is. That's the perfect spot you want to be. If you're like really far into damaging him, if he's really low on health. Which you won't be able to find out, so that's why it's always... If you're on the second cycle already, I'd make sure you're always in the bottom middle of where he is. Right, down, left. Okay. I just stand here just to make it a little bit easier to remember. Stand inside of him where he used to be. Bam. 3, 4. Up, inside of where he used to be. Oh, I got hit. I moved too slowly there. Luckily with our stamina we don't get killed when we're hit by the nukes. Stand inside of them, I guess, just be safe. Move out of the way of the nukes. You can block those nukes, so you have the Aegis shield, by the way. So I was too far to the right there, that's why I moved. Make sure I'm right in the middle. There we go. Attack. Move right here. Shoots. Go in the middle. Attack. There we go. You will not die if you're right there. Any other position, it's really dangerous because the particles he shoots out after killing them will fly everywhere. So you have to be very careful. I guess that's a good point too. I'm not sure if I need to explain anything else. If you have any more questions, you can let me know. I can always answer anything you have. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could explain. Yeah, not top of my mind. If you have any more questions, let me know. I'll try to help out as much as I can.